Hello, another small Lego City progress update here, and this time I want to start over here, but I can't because the last time you looked at this there was something different there. So what happened to what was already there? Well, it's over here now. The little warehouse has been mirrored, so I had to take most of it apart actually to mirror it to fit into this space where I just feel it is a little bit more comfortable. It leaves a little more open space for vehicles to drive around, turn around and everything. Just open space is kind of important there. It also allows me to put in more vehicles kind of looking like they're in action. Kind of helps the crossing to be a little bit more comfortable, and I did move that crossing because previously this turning plate, this 90-degree road base plate, was over there. It was under there. So that's been moved back, and it gives me a little bit more room to play around with the terrain to smooth that down however I want. Allowed me to actually widen up the crossing also, so it doesn't just fit within the space of the road. It's actually, what is that, 6 studs wider, or is that 8 studs? I think it's 8 studs. Yeah, 8 studs wider, so that's a good thing. It looks better as well, I think, with that shape. But yeah, this was kind of a panic job. I went at it again as quickly as possible, trying to just mirror the whole thing around. It wasn't a matter of just turning it around, but some of the things were integrated together, but it just works so much better over in this corner, including even this little extension part that comes out into some of this difficult to utilize space here, this awkward space here around the back of the switch. So that's going to work out well. Still leaves enough room for travel in here out to this pier, and yeah, it's going to work out a lot better. And then over here, this new little weird thing, this strange building with the very audacious fins up on top, is intended to be sort of a, I don't know, like a harbor operations and administration office. Little 2-story thing with a bit of an observation section up on the top. There will be stairs coming up on the other side. Obviously this is very incomplete. I just started really working on it, but I've tried to once again go very quickly with it like I did with the warehouse, not wasting any time, getting right at it, and trying to push kind of my boundaries, my limits in terms of design. That's why I put the fins up on the top. They are not supposed to look like they make sense. They're not supposed to be for any particular purpose. I may change them out for something different. I tried smaller ones. I tried different stuff. I want that audacity there. I too infrequently push myself with artistic designs on things. So sometimes it's important for me to just do stuff that doesn't make any sense just for the sake of doing it. And yeah, I think that the overall design of this thing is going to work out pretty well. I've already got some little tables in there that worked pretty well, including around the narrow and strange shaped edges, and there's access, and there will be several small offices down below, and there's also space for a small restroom down there, so that'll be a fully featured little place that already has some of the walls in place and some of the interior windows as well. So that's all gonna come together over time. Let me put this little temporary crane back. I've not done anything with that. I've not done anything else back here. Just swap that around, move that base plate. Oh yeah, this. So this has gotten taller. I went ahead and put in, as planned, the next 2 levels, the next 2 big ugly rock piece heights, basically adding double their height there. I think maybe a little bit more than that. I need to still add in some more pieces. I started smoothing around, just kind of going around from one side to the other and then coming back and going down and just kind of doing it randomly. It needs some more, but this is still, as I've mentioned a number of times, just the first 2 layers of at least 4 layers that will be added to this, and I've not even begun to get into the smoothing of stuff down below. I've just been working on the height. It's a pretty major, intensive project to get that there and to get it to be nice and stable. This is far more stable. I mean, I'm moving the tables back and forth right now, so this is very, very sturdy the way that it's put together. I didn't go easy on that, even though you can see a little bit of light coming through in some small spots. It is very hollow from the back, but it's very sturdy and it's held together pretty well. And I will just continue to make this look more random, but I'm almost there on height. Obviously that shouldn't be perfectly straight and everything. Don't worry about it. It is a work in progress, and it is far, far, far from complete. There's so much more work to be done on this, and you've already seen just how much it has changed and progressed in a short amount of time. But I'm looking forward to the next layer of stuff that I'll be putting on there, including some different colors and some smaller shapes, and then I'll start working on foliage after that. But gosh, this is really starting to look pretty cool to me, just personally. I don't admire my own work, just in general. I don't like to do that, but I do like to look at things that look cool. I mean, the whole reason that I'm building this whole city is to enjoy it, is to enjoy having it. And I'm enjoying seeing this here and looking forward to having more of that done. This is fairly tall around the back. Look at that. Look at all that open space, how hollow it is. But yeah, this is some good height here that'll allow me to hide a bunch of stuff. Not everything Planetary Defense Force related that will be in this space at this level will be completely hidden, but a lot of it will be. And I've already kind of given myself a little bit of preview of how it's going to start to look once I start filling this in. All of this is completely incomplete as always, but again, follow along and you'll see as this changes and transforms just like everything else has over time. But that's just it for the updates for today. So this thing is coming along. Gosh, this is sturdy. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. It's way more than it needs to be. That thing is a work in progress, but the basic shape is there. Needs some more work on it, but I get to start putting in some of the tiling here, including the big pieces that you saw in the last Bricklink haul that I just got in. And yeah, then I'll be able to start connecting this, putting in some smaller details, and before you know it, I'll be able to consider this Port Harbor area done for now and put 100% of my attention into that. But I'm going to keep going back and forth between these two as I please, just as inspiration hits me, and keep this momentum going, because this momentum is going very well, and I think this is the fastest I've ever moved in general with this city. So I'm happy with that. I'm glad I got all the important review stuff done very quickly, even though that required a lot of lack of sleep and such, but it was definitely worth it, because now I'm able to really focus on this some more, and I hope you all enjoy following along with the progress. So thanks for watching this update, and I'll talk to you again next time.